YouTube, just like the title says, this is going to be the breakdown of the 53-man roster and the practice squad for the Miami Dolphins. I'm a little late, but hey, the season hasn't begun, so might as well just do it now, right? And plus, all the final cuts came, I think, Tuesday and more into this last week, so hey. I'm going to get right into it. The practice squad. We have cornerback Javaris Davis, rookie running back Jared Dokes out of Cincinnati, which I think he's going to be on the 53 very soon, I think. I just have that feeling. I'm not sure. If not, I admit that I was wrong. Milo Etler, linebacker. Wide receiver Isaiah Ford. Saquon Griffin, the linebacker that we picked up. Benito Jones, Patrick Laird, running back, and also Benito Jones was a defensive tackle, just so you guys know. Kirk Merritt, no surprise there. I'm surprised he didn't actually make the 53, but I hope New England doesn't pick him up or anything. We've seen what happened when we got rid of Wes Welker. I don't want to repeat that again. Calvin Munson, linebacker. Adam Pankey, tackle. Brandon Powell, wide receiver. Give me a little break on this name, but it's Dervel Querwaz Nito. He's a guard. Jabal Shear, we just picked up in free agency. He's a defensive end. Jordan Scarlett, running back. Quarterback, no surprise here, is Reed Sinnett. Keon Smith, tackle. Cameron Tom is a center that we kept. And then Carl Tucker, the fullback. So that was our practice squad. Our 53-man roster consists of two quarterbacks, Tua Tagovailoa and Jacoby Brissett. Running backs, we kept three, Myles Gaskin, Malcolm Brown, and Savon Ahmed. Wide receiver, it says on their website we only have 6, but it's actually 7 because of Will Fuller. It might be because of his suspension, I don't know. But the wide receivers are Albert Wilson, Devontae Parker, Jalen Waddle, Preston Williams, Matt Collin, Jakeem Grant, and Will Fuller. Tight ends, we kept 5. Adam Shaheen, Darren Smythe, Sathine Carter, Mike Gesicki, and Hunter Long. Mike Gesicki is going to be the starter. Then I think they're going to plug in Adam Shaheen and Darren Smythe. O-line, we kept 9, which our O-line to me still I think is a mess, but it might not be too bad. Center, Michael Dieter. Guard, Robert Jones. Guard, Solomon Kenley. Just an offensive lineman, and Greg Manz, M-A-N-C-Z. I don't know how to pronounce it. Guard, Robert Hunt. Austin Jackson. Tackle, Liam Eichenberg, the rookie we drafted. Tackle, Greg Little, that we picked up in free agency. Tackle, and Jesse Davis, guard. Let's go to the defensive side of the ball now. D-line, we kept Adam Butler, who can play defensive tackle and defensive end, I think. Defensive tackle, we got John Jenkins, Zach Sealer, and Raekwon Davis. They also have Christian Wilkins as a D tackle, which I think that's what he was coming out of Clemson, but he played some D end, it looked like, in preseason. So I wouldn't surprise me if Wilkins played a little D end. And then we also have Emmanuel Ogba, who also plays defensive end. Linebacker, Jalen Phillips, Andrew Van Ginkel, Duke Riley, Sam McGuavin, Elandon Roberts, Jerome Baker, and Brennan Scarlett. We kept 7. Cornerbacks, Byron Jones, Xavier Howard, Justin Coleman, Nick Needham, Trywell Williams, and Noah Igbenogany. We kept 6 cornerbacks. Safeties, we kept 5. Eric Rowe, Jason McCourty, so no surprise there. Javon Holland and Brandon Jones, and then Clayton Fedgerland. Specialty team, which is the kickers, punter, and long snapper, is Mike Pilardi, Jason Sanders, and Blake Ferguson. I'm going to put up on the screen what I wrote down as the starting lineup. If you guys think it might not be like that, then please comment. Tell me what you guys think. But as you could see, for the offense, the starting lineup is, of course, going to be Tua. And then for wide receivers, it's going to be Parker. For wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2 is going to be Fuller. followed by Waddle, and then wide receiver one, we're going to go back. It's going to be Williams, and then at slot receiver, we're going to have Grant or Wilson, and then we're going to be plugging in Hollins somewhere along the offense as well. Tight end, it's going to be a rotation, I think. It's not going to be just Gesicki out there. They're going to rotate in, but Gesicki's going to get the start of the game. It'd be Gesicki, Smythe, Shaheen, and Long is who I think are going to be the rotation for tight end. Offensive lineman. The starting offensive lineman is going to be Greg Little at tackle. Guard is going to be Hunt for left guard. Dieter, center. Kinley at guard. And Jackson, tackle. And then followed by, if we need to put in some injury, or say if Jackson goes down, we could put Liam Eichenberg. And then Jesse Davis can also play guard. That Mance, whatever his name is, Mancz, he could play center and maybe any other position. So that's the starting lineup for the offense, what I think is going to be the starting lineup. I could be wrong. I'm going to grade myself week 1 and to see how close I was. Let's go to the defensive side now. Back to the offensive line real quick. I think the offensive line is going to be, before I touch on the defense again, I'm sorry, I'm a little all over the place. I think the offensive line is going to be a mess until we figure it out against actual first-string starters, period. I mean, I'm hoping it's not too bad, but it's not looking that great. But and for the running backs, actually, I forgot to also touch on Gaskin's going to be the premier running back. He's going to be the starter. And then I think Malcolm Brown we should use in third and short situations and goal line. And that's why I think if Jared Dokes gets on the team, it's going to be because our third down and short is struggling and Malcolm Brown is struggling. All right, anyway, back to the defense, like I was going to touch on. Defensive end, Wilkins is going to be playing some defensive end / defensive tackle, I think. But I seen him play a lot of D end. I don't know if that was in a 3-4 or 4-3. I'd have to go back and look. But on the inside of the defensive line, I think it's going to be a steady Raekwon Davis and Zach Sealer. And then Butler and Jenkins are going to be behind those two. And then defensive end is going to, on the other side of Wilkins, is going to be Emmanuel Ogbah. So, like I said, that's up on the screen so you guys can look at it. Middle linebacker, Baker and then Sam McGuavin. Right outside linebacker is going to be Roberts. And then right outside linebacker is going to be Roberts and Riley. And left outside linebacker is going to be Jalen Phillips, Ginkle, and Brennan Scarlett. Quarterback ones are going to be Howard and Nick Needham, Coleman and Igbenogany, Justin Coleman and Noah Igbenogany, I should say. Cornerback 2 is going to be Byron Jones and Trill Williams. And then free safety, it's going to be Eric Rowe, Holland, and I don't know what Fedulin plays, but he's on the roster. And then strong safety is going to be McCourty and Brandon Jones. Anyway, with that lineup, I think it's not going to be too bad. You know, I'm seeing a lot of cool pieces right there. And when I write it down on paper, I'm really seeing the smartness in Brian Flores more. If you really look at it, Eric Rowe and McCourty, might not be a long-term answer at those positions because of their age. But if you look, we drafted Brandon Jones last year, and then we drafted Javon Holland this year, which I love. I mean, I think they're going to groom those two to be a starting duo safety position or safeties in this league. And I think that's the plan that Brian Flores has, and I think it's going to work out pretty well in my opinion. Javon Holland, I think, was one of the best safeties coming out of the draft last year or this year, whatever, at that position. And then Brandon Jones, I don't know what he ranked when we drafted him last year. So, but I like the starting lineup. I think it's going to be okay if that's the way they're going to go. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, I will admit it. But anyway, comment. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if there's any YouTubers out there watching this, let me know what app you guys use to bring up the fancy. You guys can build your own lineup. I see some YouTubers using it. I don't know how you do it. But if you guys can just give me some advice on how to find that, that'd be amazing. Stay tuned. Towards the end of the week, I'm going to be putting out a video of the Dolphins season projection on how they could possibly make the playoffs and possibly win the division. Like, subscribe, comment, and just thanks for watching my videos, guys. More to come, and fins up. Stay safe.